Guys, I'm sure you've seen this before. No, I'm not talking about my shoes, but this one. This is the Tesla Cybertruck, and right now it is here in the Tesla showroom in Miranda, New South Wales, Australia. So right now we do have a Tesla in our shows, and it is open, so we can actually get in and show you the inside as well. If you've not seen this, click and subscribe to my channel and follow me for more such amazing videos. This is the front facade. The lights which go all the way across has now become a signature because it's now dropped down to our Tesla Model Y as well. And this vehicle is just way too big to even exist. Alongside the Model 3, this is how big this vehicle is. Is it even street legal here in Australia? Well, we'll know for sure. But because it's now here in our shows, I'm sure Tesla is doing everything in their power to get it to us as soon as possible. The fabled front camera in the bumper is right there, and the Tesla Cybertruck moniker is here too, and there's some inlet valves right there as well. Pretty awesome indeed. And this is stainless steel, and it is pretty darn cool. If I can do a knock test, there we go. And I like this dual tone that the Tesla has come up with. There's a little bit of sheen and gloss to this, and against the matte finish of the stainless steel, it actually looks pretty sweet. And there's some extra lights here too, right there. There we go. Now let's take some more closer looks at the front. And this is a gigantic windshield wiper. It's almost impossible to see. There we go. Even if I want to try and lift it, it's almost impossible to lift it. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I have to put a fair bit of effort to even lift this. Look at that. The side view mirrors. There we go. And as we come to the rear, you can look at the massive bed of this Cybertruck. Now here in Australia, we don't call this a truck, do we? We call this a ute. This is a ute for us. For us, a truck is a completely different thing altogether. But yeah, for the purposes of this video, we're going to say Cybertruck. There you go. Now there are a few buttons here. There is a forward arrow pointing button, a backward arrow pointing button, so a forward chevron, a backward chevron, another latch button. And this is very interesting. So I'm going to press this button and keep watching what happens to the bed. Look, keep watching, keep watching. There we go. We can actually see that the shutter retracts all the way back. And it has a soft little close there. And when you press the other button, the forward chevron, it goes there. You can actually stop short here and have it partially covered like so that the rear passengers won't be able to see what's there in the box. Or you can keep pressing and it'll retract like a shutter door and go all the way down. That is pretty cute. And many people have asked how difficult it is to close this. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, hip. Oh, wow. It does take a little bit of effort, I must say. I've not done my morning reps, so it's my biceps curls reps that I've done here on the Cybertruck. And to release this, you press that and it does a nice soft release, and it comes and stops right there. That's pretty sweet. I'll do it one more time, all the way to the top, and it has a soft close as well. And these signature light bars are here with the camera as well. And to open, press soft opening. Pretty sweet. Now there are these light bars in the bed on either side, and there is a port here with all these charge ports there. Of course, they're right now in the American configuration. It'll be in the Australian configuration when it comes to us, I believe. And there are all these hooks for you to add on any of your equipment or any accessories. All these hooks are there. There are 4 hooks on the bed right there. So they come up like so. There's one there, and there are a few on the bed as well. That's pretty sweet. Now let's figure out how to get in. So how do we get in? There's no visible handlebars or latches there. So how do we get in? I'm sure you all know this. All you have to do is press here and keep listening for the familiar whine of the actuators. And then when you pull it, one more whine of the actuators. And there are some different positions where the actuators open. So they keep latching there, and you can go all the way up to about 45 degrees to open the vehicle. And to shut, it's not a soft close, I believe. You can come there, and if I bring it close, there's no soft close there. I still have to push to close, and that's how you close the vehicle. Now see what happens. Keep watching the window there. So when I try and press this, look at that. It just comes up when it unlocks, and then when you shut it, it goes down. That's really cool. One more time. Press, look at that, and then you close and it goes down. That's really cool. Now, this is for the front doors. We open it like so. The rear doors are not here. The rear doors are actually over here. So when you go and press this, same thing happens with the window, which retracts up. And like every other Cybertruck part, even the windows are angled in a sharp fashion. So I'm going to show you the windows first. These are supposed to be bulletproof windows, and you can see the glass is supposed to be bulletproof, and it still is double glazed as well. That's really cool. And when we raise this, it actually, has a nice sharp angle as well. That's really cool. That's really cool. And from inside, this is how you open. There is a switch there, and it unlocks the vehicle like so. That's really cool. Although the vehicle is powered, I'm not able to bring up the window for some reason. I'll figure out how to do that. Okay, let's shut, and let's get into the driver's seat, and we'll show you the inside of the Cybertruck. Here we go, getting inside. Press, open, it's unlatched, and this is how it looks when we get into the Cybertruck. Now, before we actually get in, we'll show you even the seat adjustments are having that angular switch, an angular design language to them. This is for the lumbar support and so on and so forth. This is to push it back, bring it forward, and it is massive. The beautiful Cybertruck monarchia, it even has a bit of a ridged to it. Really cool. You can actually see all the way to the other side, and that is really beautiful. We do have these metal pedals here for the accelerator and as well as for the brake, and there is a metal divider there. A ton of space, massive amount of space there. Okay, now let's jump in. Look at that. That's really cool. The first thing you obviously notice is there are no stocks. No stocks on either side. Of course, we are now used to this stockless design of our vehicles. And we do have the indicators here. Pressing there obviously activates the cameras on this side. Pressing this activates the other camera on the left as well. That's really beautiful. Really cool. And obviously, if you want to undo the indicator, you press it again and that goes away. And this is the volume rocker. Even the design language of the software is so angular. Look at that. I love this. I love this. And then you can have the lights. And then you can do a few other things as well on the steering wheel. And we do have the Cybertruck monarchia here. Very cool, the logo. Now let's look at the steering wheel first. So on the right hand side there are a few controls, on the left hand side there are a few controls, and they have sort of a haptic button behind them. So this one, when you press on this button, keep watching the screen. So it brings up like a 360-degree view of the vehicle, of its terrain, and it also activates the cameras for you. and then you can switch it and it'll go away. One more time. There we go. And we turn it off. Now this one is the command button, so you can give a voice command. So now Grok is in the dock mode. Thanks, Grok. You can go away now. Thank you.
Okay.
Whoa, that is awesome. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Now, this is to adjust the, this is to adjust no, they do have wiper controls here. So you press that and you have wiper controls, and then you can adjust the wiper controls with the scroll wheel, I believe. There, yeah. So we can adjust that. You press and hold for water to come out. I don't want to spray the windshield with water inside of the the Tesla showroom, so I wouldn't do that. And we'll do that to press. Now, next thing, we look at the range. So at 59%, the range is about 300 kilometers. And at 100%, we'll say it's a one-time charge. You can move that like so. And obviously, because there are no stocks, everything happens inside of the screen. And it's a massive, massive screen. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful screen. Super responsive. It looks really good. And because it's a massive screen, you can actually do that. And there's a line there to bring forward the map as well. And you can sort of place it there. You can place it like so. You can adjust that. Oh, I thought it'll be a two-step adjustment, but it looks like it's only a single adjustment that you can do there. That's really beautiful. You can open the front trunk from here. You can raise the height, I believe. So you can lower the height and you can raise the height. Right now it is disabled. Obviously the car is not in motion, so you can't change that. You can change it to entry height, low, medium or high for the height. And you can also do the front opening. You can close the tonneau from here. So if you look at this, so I'm going to press that. I believe I'll have to go there and...
Message on WhatsApp from Shakir to Breeze.
No, probably not. Okay, never mind. But you can open the front trunk. It doesn't want to do that either. I guess it's all been locked out. Of course, you can lock all the 4 doors from here, unlock the 4 doors. And that is for the headlights is in parking. You can put it in auto if you want to. I'll put it in parking for now. This is a very responsive screen. That's really, really beautiful. Okay, inside the screen, everybody is probably interested in knowing what the settings are like. So let's go into the car icon to get into settings. So we can fold or unfold the mirrors. You can click that and that folds the mirrors, and you can save it in location, or you can unfold the mirrors by pressing that again, unfolding the mirrors. That's pretty cool. And then the steering wheel, very similar to our Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. We can change the height with the rotor, and coming in and out will push the steering wheel inside or bring the steering wheel all the way out. No different to what we have in our Tesla Model Y and Model 3. And then we can adjust the ride height. It is now medium. You can actually it's been disabled in the showroom mode because it's in the showroom mode, and the tonneau is open, but we did show you how to close that from the physical buttons, so that is pretty cool. And right now it's in neutral hold, and you can record as well. It's in recording mode, and now it records. So all the mischief that I've done, it's now recorded and saved. I'm sure Tesla can review that. You can switch off the child lock. No different to what you have. Now this is an interesting one. Tap to unlock, and that is a very cute drawing mechanism, or a drawer mechanism, which comes out, and tap to close, and it goes. That is really sweet. Look at that. Look at that. Really sweet. Beautiful. I love this. I love this. I wish we had this in our Model 3, Model Y, and S and X as well. That'll be nice. Now moving along, next one, dynamics. So we have the comfort, sport, and off-road mode. Acceleration is in chill, and then you can have it in standard mode as well. And then ride handling is relaxed or focused. And then preferred height, lower or higher. And then you'll have slippery surface. You can turn that on, so it's more like a slippery surface. Engage the rear locking differential. All this is done when the car is in movement. You can apply the brake. Regenerative braking is limited. Use comfort driving mode and autopilot, and then auto shift, and so on and so forth. Really, really sweet. Now, this mode we do not have in most of our cars, because obviously our cars are not meant to be towing a lot of things, although we do have towing capacity. Here you can see by default 680 kilograms, and then it says how much of mileage loss is there when you change that. And then you will have the trailer brake gain, the brake boost if you have a heavy trailer, and then you can change that. Right scroll wheel will do the trailer brake, and then trailer alarm, and then we'll have the trailer light test. So once you fix the trailer, you can actually activate that. That is really cool. Now, I don't own a trailer, so I don't know much. So if you know more about all these trailer functions, you must put that on the comments, please. Now, charging, we just showed you that. It's right now 59%, and it's 300 kilometers. So we can click that and it'll show you 59%, and that'll be 300 kilometers, which is not bad at all. And I'm surprised that although this is an American vehicle, it shows all the values in kilometers and not in miles. Perhaps it's geotagged, and the geofence will do all that. And you can open the charge port, and it'll open the charge port at that spot there. It's showing there the animation as well. You can close the charge port, keep watching that animation, and I'll show you that as well. That is pretty sweet. Now, outlets and modes. So you have a lot of outlets here. So you can have the power feed in the front, power feed in the sides, and you can activate these outlets too. All these outlets will turn on, and say all outlets will turn off when the vehicle charges below 5%. Now you can turn off these outlets from here. Very sweet indeed. So this is how you activate the cabin outlets on entry, which may consume more power when it's not in use. And then you can turn off. They'll be turning on, and they'll be on for 12 hours. And see, automatically it says it's now drawing 0.1 kilowatts. And obviously if you plug things, it'll draw more power as well. And there's a cyber tent mode too. That's very cool. Keep all the accessories powered on. That's really sweet too. That's so cool now, isn't it? Yeah, autopilot, very similar to what we've been having in our autopilot with all of the menus from our Tesla Model 3, Y, S, and X. Most of them are the same. Locks, very similar. You can always connect the MQ connected garage. I guess that is for our home link. Lights, you can turn on auto beam, very similar to what we have. And you can change the ambient lights as well. This is something I want to show you. The ambient lights strip goes all the way from here, all the way across, all the way there, and to the rear as well. And right now it's set to red. If I want to change that to say blue, and it's changed to blue. There you go. Now let's say I want to change it to green, back to red, turquoise blue, something in between. There we go.
Message on WhatsApp from the group TB97 ASAC.
Orange, maybe. Look at that. All that is really cool. So you can change these ambient lights. Again, not very different to what we have in our Model Model 3 and Model Y. Seats, yeah, you can heat the seats, cool the seats, and you can actually move the passenger seat from there, move back the passenger seat from here. Very cool. That is so cool indeed. That's really cool indeed. Now with regards to the display, you can have the light mode, dark mode, or auto, and then, yeah, it changes. I love the dark mode. Just leave it in dark mode all through. Why change it at all? Of course, you can put that in auto or change it to your liking if you want to do that. And rear camera as well, you can leave it in auto if you want to. And it says when you leave it in auto, rear camera display when driving if tonneau is closed, so that screen will automatically come here. Screen cleaning mode, all these are very similar to what we have in our Tesla Model 3 and Y. Scheduled charging, preconditioning, the whole works, very similar. The service So right now it's at 44 psi, and then you can change that, and you can allow for remote debugging as well, very similar to what we've had. This is really cool. You can change your name, and obviously I'm going to say Tesla in the gong. There we go, and save that, and that becomes Tesla in the gong. And this is a 1213 VIN number. And right now it has the full self-driving computer 4, and it has the full self-driving package as well. So that is super, super awesome. And so that will be here. And the HOV lanes are something in the US where they can use the HOV lanes. I'm not sure if we're going to get this same software, but third-party charging stations can be activated or deactivated here. And that is super cool indeed. Now, with regards to trips, no different. Wi-Fi, no different. Bluetooth, no different. Audio, yeah, this is really cool. Whoever set this, come on guys, do a nice good audio setup. There you go. This car has got a great audio. So there we go. Now a little shout out to one of my own songs. It's a Tamil language song. So if I go to Spotify and I search for myself as the artist, which is Dr. Nash, but that is my stage name, and that will bring up me. There you go. That is me. Oh no, come on, load, reload. That is me. So this is my most recent track, Cardinal Travels. I can't play it because I'll be getting a content strike on myself, because that is on a completely different channel. But why not? Let's just follow myself here. There we go. This is a Tamil language song. These are all my songs, and that is me. Now let's look at this. Beautiful cup holder. This is for charging your phone as well, so you can leave 2 phones here to charge. And this is a massive cubby hole here with some compartments as well, so you can push this all the way down, pull it all the way up, remove it for more space and all of that. That is so cool. So you can keep your coins and stuff like that here, and then you can close this too. There we go. To open the vehicle, yeah, you press this, not this one. This one's the emergency release, so you don't do that. If you do that, I'll show you what happens. So this is how you to release and open. Let's close. And this is the emergency release. It's there in the Model 3 and Model Y as well, so you don't use this. So if you use that, it will tell you that you use the manual release. It may cause damage to the window trims, it says, so you don't use that. Not on your Model 3 nor your Y either. Now let's jump into the rear. Pressing, opening. It's massive. It really is massive. It's super comfortable though. And there is the screen in the rear as well. Very similar to our Model 3 and Model Y. We can actually push that in front like so, pull it back. No different to what we have. And then we have all of these. You can play games, control it with your Bluetooth, you can control the music, you can sync, you can do all manners of things here as well. And the air vents, they've done something else. So we brought some air vents to the side so that the AC comes out okay. That's something that of a complaint that we have during the summer months, even on our 3 and Y, because of the screen, the air vents are not too great. There's a bit of a texture underneath here. Not able to put a finger on it and tell you what kind of texture it is. It's got a bit of a rough finish to it. That's really cool. Now these seats are perforated seats, so they're ventilated and cooled. So that is something that is pretty sweet too. And the backrest is very, very, very sweet there. That's it. Now, even with the tonneau open, there is a glass here. So, and obviously the signature Tesla glass. So what you see on top is the lights in the showroom there. The entire glass goes all the way up to there. And that's that. Look at that. So there we have it. The Tesla Cybertruck in all its glory. And now you've seen the insides of the vehicle completely, and you know what to look out for when you come here to Miranda Tesla Showroom. Come and experience it yourself. See how massive this Tesla beast is. You know what? We should actually call it the Cyber Ute or the Cybrute, because a truck means something else to us. This is a cyber ute. We should ask Tesla to change the name to Cybertruck here in Australia when they sell it. This is National Tesla at the Gong signing off. Peace.